民跟后果，中央人民政府今天胜利了。
但是你们能不能？
刚才也问我啊，我可以回半点去，无可奉告，我也不高兴。
哎，什么叫中国共产党啊？党叫干啥就干啥。
黑夜即将到来，一定要做好准备。
但是。
干死共产党！干死共产党！不干死共产党，绝不罢休！
消灭中共是正义的需要。
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Exposing the CCP program. Good to see you again. So today we're continue to discuss about the CCP's evil plan, and we'll hopefully can get something figure out today. And also, it's good to see you, Mr. True and Chris. Hi, Chris. Hi, Mr. True.
Hi everyone. I'm happy to be on the show again today. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be on the show as well. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Looking forward to a detailed discussion today. And last week there was a breaking, meeting between dictator Xi and President Trump, and a lot of media's were covering it and think some people think there is a breakthrough, and in China-U.S. relationship is going to be fixed and gets better. Some people say the dictator Xi is actually not seemingly that bad. He's lowering his position. Maybe he's willing to fix all the problems, but NFSC what is name Forrest Joe and attended War Room program last week and discussed about his opinion. If you haven't seen his video yet, let's check it out, and we'll be right back.
Of the new federal state of China, this kind of opposition group to the Chinese Communist Party. Your thoughts, sir?
Yeah, first of all, he got so many things wrong. This is definitely madness. First of all, CCP definitely is not independent. CCP depends on the capitals from the free world. They depend on the technology from the West country to build their military, to build their technology. They steal all those technologies, so they are never independent. Second of all, because of those enablers, collaborators like Jason Wang, CCP becomes stronger and smarter. Think about decades ago, CCP is not that strong, is not that smart. They don't even have anything. They have to rely on the West country, the US, the Japan to build up their technology, to build up their machine. So that's completely wrong. CCP is never independent. Even today, they still keep stealing your IPs, your technology, your money. So the third one is, this is not a simple competition. If it's a simple competition, the goal is to make each other stronger and faster. Yes, of course, it doesn't matter who wins first. But this is a fight. This is a battle between the good and the evil, between the two ideologies, the communist versus the free world. You cannot let them win or get there first, because if they get there first, we are doomed. They will kill everyone, because all the dictatorship, they know if there is any free world, if democracy exists in this world, they will be disappeared, because the people in their country, the Chinese people, will realize, okay, there is a better life, a better system for us. Why we follow the CCP under their rule, become a slave? So this is a fight. This is a war. This is not a competition. The last one is he confused. If he got one thing right, I think he said the Chinese has great engineers and smart people. Yes, that's true. But the difference is this, as you and Moscow already told us, the big difference is the CCP is not equal to the Chinese people. Okay, the Chinese people is smarter, hardworking, peace-loving. The CCP is not. They are the dictatorship. They want to destroy all the free world. So that's why you have to decouple. Back in 2017, you and Mao told the free world that we have to decouple from CCP before it's too late. That's why we are facing the situation we are facing in today. So if we take the action, just like Natalie just mentioned, then we don't have to face the situation we are in today. So China is strong. The Chinese people is strong and smarter, and the country becomes stronger and smarter every day. The real question, I think, is whether we need to answer is we need to facing a strong China without the Chinese Communist Party lead, or we are facing a stronger China with the CCP lead, and which they will destroy all the free world. That's the real question we have to answer. And in order to take down the Chinese Communist Party, we have to take bold and decisive actions. And this is not simple competition. So, and I think the BGY also works on GSM.
I want to. How does he actually think that the American people can be sold on the fact that, because when I signed that artificial intelligence proclamation today, we need consensus among the scientists. This is about the drive for artificial general intelligence, AGI, and then for superintelligence. I said a predicate for me is we have to simultaneously, like immediately, stop the CCP from this race. If it's a Sputnik moment, we have to eliminate that, and we can by cutting off capital, technology, training, education, and most importantly, access to these advanced chips. Is he actually think he can convince the American people that this is a rational thing to do, that it doesn't matter, given the track record of the Chinese Communist Party that's killed 250 million of Lao Beijing, of the Chinese common man and woman, with the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution and the collectivization of the peasants, and on and on and on. And I'm not including 450 million forced abortions, 80% which were little baby Chinese girls. The reason society over there is so screwed up, and that Macau is such a not just money laundering center, but also the child and sex trafficking capital of the world, because you have this, for the first time in human history, you have, I don't know, it's like 57 to 60% of the population is male, these kind of driftless, these drifting males that don't have any societal underpinnings to them, no wife, no family, no kids, and no hope of that. Does he honestly think that the American people can be convinced of that it doesn't matter who wins the AI race, and we're just all kind of partners working together? Does he think that because nobody in China that has to live under the boot of these people believe that? Does he expect us to buy that, sir?
Well, I think he believes some of the people in this country, or some of the enablers, the collaborators, will believe in and promote that idea. look, we probably will have a communist mayor in New York City, where I went to Columbia, right? So a lot of people, unfortunately, in this country has been brainwashed. They think the Chinese Communist Party, and the socialism is better than what we have now. So that's why he's talking about, of course, as I just mentioned, probably BGY, the White House works on him. I don't know whether he has a laptop in control with the Chinese Communist Party, but obviously he's talking for the Chinese Communist Party. So yeah, I think unfortunately there's a lot of people will agree with him.
Sign up for free and be part of the movement.
It isn't just an app. It isn't just a social media platform.
All right, I think there's explosive information in this video, but the simple question is there is a fundamental difference between the Chinese Communist Party and the ideology of the rest of the world. We don't share the common thing. And the CCP wants chaos, they want the destruction of the family, they hate children, they hate love, they hate God. But the rest of the world, the peace-loving people, we do not. We want peace, we want love, we want faith. So there's a fundamental difference. You know, no matter what their appears to be, just don't really trust the surface. And let's go to Chris. Chris, what's your major takeaways for this video? Please share with us. Thank you.
Yeah, I think the CCP relies on capital from the free world. The CCP relies on technology from the Western countries. Before the entry of capital and technology from the Western world, the CCP was not that strong. It was because the world's leader, the USA, was deceived by the CCP. USA gave the greatest capital and technology to the CCP. After American capital and technology entered CCP China, other countries in the world followed suit, such as Japan and Taiwan. This is what allowed the CCP to gradually grow stronger. At that time, ordinary Chinese people, 老百姓, issued a warning to the whole world. That was the 1989 June 4th Tiananmen Square protest. However, this protest, under the cooperation of the CCP and the Western globalist elites, resulted in the students being betrayed, suppressed, and massacred. Then the globalist elite continued to provide capital and technology to the CCP. Money and factories from the Western world flow into CCP China. The globalist elite also introduced CCP China to join the WTO. All of this was a series of mistakes. And the video mentioned the battle between good and evil, as well as decoupling. Good should not be hooked with evil. If good continues to hook with evil, in this case, good will eventually be communized. Because the evil communism will use every possible method to infiltrate and transform, ultimately subverting good. The free world will ultimately have no freedom. In 2017, during President Trump's first term, there was no decoupling. The CCP released the CCP virus in 2019 with the help of capital and technology from American sellouts executed by the CCP. In 2021, after Biden's stolen elections, there was no decoupling. The CCP and globalist communists released poisoned shots. They killed people even from their own country by these poisoned vaccines. With the help of capital and technology from American traitors and the traitors worldwide, and executed by the CCP and globalists. So it is now President Trump's second term. If we don't decouple and take down the CCP now, and continue to give the CCP breathing room, the CCP still has a series of methods to harm the rest of the world, such as we know what's gonna happen in the future is the vaccine disaster. And also we know that CCP has the financial nuclear bomb. We all knew how important the 2026 midterm elections are. The CCP and globalists will definitely do everything in their power to sabotage this election. They can strike from various angles, such as the economy. Back then, when the CCP released the virus, the world economy collapsed directly. We cannot let this cycle repeat. And finally, that one thing need to be mentioned is that although the most advanced AI chips are not currently manufactured in CCP China and cannot be imported into CCP China through regular channels, these advanced chips can still be obtained by the CCP through a smuggling method. This loophole has not been patched up. The CCP is very adapted at this kind of underground economy. If the United States does not fully decouple from the CCP, ultimately the United States will continue to suffer, and the world will continue to suffer too. And so the time is running out, so please take actions. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chris, for summarizing. I think it is really urgent. As we, yesterday was the election day for a lot of the local and state level representatives and mayor and governors. You can see a change, and the CCP's propaganda has slowly been still has its influence currently in the United States. If we don't take actions quickly, and if we really wait till next year's midterm election, well, who knows what's going to happen? There's so many disasters could happen, and the taking down the CCP could be a little bit more challenging, and we will potentially need to take more losses for this action. Decouple now is the most efficient and the best option for people around the world now. Okay, now let's go to Mr. Chu for more details, elaboration. Please take your time.
Thank you, Zi, and thank you, Tango, okay, and sugar, biscuits. And you guys already laid out the fundamental information. What's just the interview on the with Steve K. Bannon's War Room and Forrest. So, I mean, the emphasis is the time is running out. So please take action. Time is running out. Please take action, because CCP is, it's a dictatorship government where they have a long plan, every 5-year plan. This is what we hear in China. When we're in China, and they have a strategic goals. The goal is terminate the white, and terminate the Western civilization, basically. So, being the evil nature of a Marxist, believing in Satan and not in God. So there's a fundamentally conflict which is not resolvable. Unlike a parallel government where we share the same Western ideologies, but since one is good and one is evil, so that I think action must be taken is now immediately decoupling. I agree. Same is the best solution, because once the CCP doesn't have cut off the money, okay, so cut off the technology. Once CCP doesn't have the both, and force them to open the open the communication so the Chinese people can see, and just stop supporting the firewall. which prevent the people in China to see what's really happening, the truth in the Western world, rather than being brainwashed continuously by CCP's propaganda inside China, but also outside China as well. So it is really, I think everyone seems very clear in the social media, in the Steve K. Bannon's war room, the MAGA. I think take down the CCP, it's not just a slogan, but it required a surgical action to be taken in sequences. You know, what is the card there? The card is it's proven that the CCP have manufactured the Wuhan COVID-19 virus to the West, and then shut down the whole economy in 2021 onwards. So millions of people died, dead, and also the release of the fentanyl, but also stealing all the technologies. And in the military parade, all those impressive machines parade in the Chang'an Street, the Tiananmen Square, has CCP showed the muscle to say, hi, we got all that, and we got a nuclear power, and we can, not hesitate to use it. So that's all that together. I think the U.S. has never been under a great challenge from a foreign country, especially from communist country like China, okay, with Russia war, Ukraine war, all that together, I think require a action that must be taken to terminate the CCP. So basically, and back to the history in the recent years, a book called Unrestricted Warfare Against the United States has been written by two military generals from China. They laid out the strategy and steps very clearly to the West. I mean, that to us, it is a declaration of war already, and they are not really hesitate to share what are the key strategies, which is biological war, chemical war, and IT, technology war, education war, ideology war, and the information war, misinformation, disinformation. So, and plus the technology of domining machine and control the elections, and then they basically can elect any government as they want to, like Venezuela. You can see the dictatorship government, and also I think in the South Korean too. So while U.S. have the mighty strength of the military power, which CCP certainly is very afraid of, I think sometimes it required just the right timing to do the right action to be highly effectively so-called attacking by surprise. But I know that in West you're bounded by your system, and you got to go through the Congress and go through the law and so on. But mind you, I think Miles Guo told us the weaponization of the DOJ justice system and the corrupted law firms and judges and all those are pretty much as an obscuration for the unified action from the West. But compared with CCP, they're just one CCP, so they can do whatever you want to do, and they hold the 1.4 billion Chinese people as a hostage, as enslaved and labor, cheap goods and the dumplings through the Western economy and so on. So all that together, I think what we're seeing in the other side, we see in the West that Trump has done a great job, goes through these tools in the Southeast. I think that sent a very strong message, and the new Japan era is waking up, plus Taiwan and so on. So I think from the war room and the Bannon's program, is the Steve K. Bannon's program, we can really see that the populist movement, the MAGA, has its great foundation, that the supporting for the American administration, that is together we must take down the CCP ASAP. The longer, I think, then it's not very good for the United States, given there's also domestic issues that has to be dealt with as well. So I think with as we are, follow Mao's goal, new Federal Reserve China, our mission is to take down the CCP, okay, within the CCP system. So what we see in the Trump and President Trump and Xi Jinping's meeting, we see actually doesn't seem to have the all the power military, probably still have 1/3 of power. So that's probably the most vulnerable time while the internally divided in the CCP. And also we have all the bank account, CCP is a bunch of thieves and gangsters. They have stolen all the money from the thriving economy over the past 2 decades. That money are largely stored in the Western system as well. That's why Mao's been locked down, because he wanted to expose the bank account details, which he did. Okay, and all the CCP top records where how much money they have. When we first saw that, every day is like a movie we've never seen before. Those are how much money they have stolen from Chinese economy, from the separates, the working creations by the hardworking Chinese people. So I mean, it is in the strong will of Chinese people want to take down CCP as well. But due to the CCP's nature, they control the police force, the armed police, as well as every levels of surveillance. It's pretty hard. Rather, the China has tended into be human mind, and especially those so-called parts trade. Parts trade is human body, organ harvesting trades. There's been, linked with those overseas centers for organ transplants and so on. So I think the CCP morally they have been so corrupted, and they have committed the crime, massacre, killing so many Chinese people. They're not hesitating to kill American people. They're already showing that they have doing that every day through veterans and so on. So overall, I think yes, time is running out. Please take action to take down the CCP. We have the full support of especially Westerns and European country and the United States combined together. Let's take down the CCP, because they have the whole evil of all the disasters what we're seeing in the world today. Thank you. Back to Z.
Awesome. Thank you so much, both of you, for sharing your thoughts. I think we're definitely at the critical milestone, and there's so many chaotic problems. There's a lot of internal chaos too, regarding the new problems in New York City and all over the world, in California, and the government shutdown. But we have to stay focused. The CCP is the main course. Of course, some of the internal representative or party may be influenced by the Chinese Communist Party, but the major problem is the CCP. If even you take down your domestic issues, if it doesn't resolve the CCP, they're gonna develop their new agents or their friends, their colluders inside of the West world, and it still doesn't work. The ultimate one is kill the virus, which is the Chinese Communist Party. So we gotta unite together and trying to find a common solution, no matter how difficult it seems current situation might be. And we just have to do it. Okay, so I think it's about time. And Chris and Mr. Chu, thank you. So you have maybe a couple more minutes to wrap up or add some additional comments if you have any. And let's start with Chris and then Mr. Chu again.
Yeah. Okay. So in the past, information was passed by newspaper and television, and nowadays information can be passed on internet. But in the past, CCP controls the propaganda by newspaper and on the television. They can cut television channel signal during the Tiananmen Square massacre. And also the internet Great Wall within the CCP China internet. So in the future, the information can be created and passed by the AI. That's why we cannot let the CCP have the most advanced AI chips. CCP will use those AI chips to control not only CCP China, but they will attack the free world by those advanced AI chips. And back in China, back then in China, the KMT was an example of being taken down by the CCP. So the KMT fled to Taiwan. The KMT back then gave the CCP the opportunity to survive. CCP grew stronger because KMT did not take down the communists completely. Now the USA cannot make the same mistake again as the KMT did back then. This time we all must need to take down the CCP once and for all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Mr.
And
Chu, please.
yes, okay. So I basically agree totally, okay, with what Sugar said. And what we need to really do is to, with no hesitation, and plan a strategy like how the Iranian's nuclear station has been taken out. I think you just, as Miles said, all we have to do, just taking down maybe 7 to 10 this CCP's top leaders, okay? And they're very just a paper tiger. Once you take off them, and the rest of the business is the Chinese people will take the system down and start with a new system of justice, okay, and equality. And so we have our own elections, and we select our own government, and we adopt the value in accordance with the declaration of the new federal state of China. Miles Guo and Mr. Steve K. Bannon has announced when it's established. And we're basically looking for a few great future to be united with Western economies, and also the freedom of religion, and the freedom of speech, and then much better in terms of wealth distribution, and so everyone can still working very hard to produce the goods for the West, for the need to trade, so the trade between West and China will continue, and then I think then the world will be a great place, peaceful place, prosperous place, okay, without the CCP. So let's take down the CCP. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for staying with us, and we're going to take down the CCP together. And it's very still and getting colder and colder. It's winter time. Please stay healthy, and that's the most important thing. And help us to spread the news and the truth about the Chinese Communist Party and their evil plan to conquer the world. We have to stop them, and we will. All right. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right.
Thank you. Take down this
CCP.
他们的恐惧是我们的武器，我们的胜利。谢谢了，兄弟姐妹们，你们健身了吗？行动，行动，行动！中共，你完了 ！Take down the CCP！
Beginning, but the games you want to play. Bring it on and now we'll fight to the end. Just watch and see. It's all started, everything's begun, and you are over. Cause we're taking down the CCP. Spread the word all through Hong Kong. We will fight till they're all gone. We rejoice when there's no more. Let's take down the CCP. They have all life for too long. We will end what they do wrong. Spread the word all through Hong Kong. Let's take down the CCP. Let the bullets fly a little longer, and you will surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer.
中共，
Let the bullets fly a little
你
longer.
完了！
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
中共，你完了！干灭中国共产党这个 CCP， 才能让我们远离恐惧。Take down CCP。
They try to scare the nation with fabrication, but we see through the lies. We won't fall, we will fight you back. Police corruption with crooked assumption. They ran our lives, but no more. We will win. We will take down the CCP. Spread the word all through Hong Kong. We will fight till they're all gone. We rejoice when there's no more. Let's take down the CCP. They have all lied for too long. We will end what they do wrong. Spread the word all through Hong Kong. Let's take down the CCP. Let the bullets fly a little longer, and you will surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. We will have freedom to live. We will win. You'll surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. Let the bullets fly a little longer.
站起来吧！
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
站起来吧！
Let the bullets fly a little
为
longer.
奴役的人们
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
行动！
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
行动！
Let the bullets fly a little
你
longer.
完了！
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer. Bullets fly a little longer, and you will surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. We will have freedom to live. We will win. You'll surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down the evil CCP.